Namaste dear students. We are dealing with the maths class, that is arithmetic progression, exercise 1.2. So up to 15 problems we had solved. Now let us further proceed with the 16th to 20th problems in this video. Okay, let us solve the remaining problems of this exercise. Okay, different problems are there. Let us go through them. So in the textbook, this is the 16th problem we need to solve now. Determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. Okay, and further we have 4 more problems. Okay, 4 more problems are there, out of which 19th and 20th is again application problem. Whatever we have learnt, we are going to apply and solve this in these situations. Okay, so let us solve the 16th problem. The 16th problem is, the question is, determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. Okay, they asked us to determine the AP. So to determine an AP, we need A first term and we need common difference D. What clue they have given is, they have given that third term is 16. Third term is 16. That means A plus 2D is 16. And 7th term, they have not given what is the 7th term. Instead they have said 7th term exceeds, means 7th term is more than 5th term. Exceeds 5th term means 7th term is more than 5th term by how much? By 12. Okay, with these two clues we will calculate, simplify, and we will calculate A and D, then we will determine the AP. So let us start with here. Let A be the first term, let A be the first term and D be the common difference, and D be the common difference. So what is given? Given third term is 16, that is A plus 2D is equal to 16. Let us take this as equation 1. Okay, A plus 2D is equal to 16, so equation 1. So what is next they have given? 7th term is equal to 12 plus 5th term. What they have given? 7th term is exceeds 5th term by 12, means it is more than 5th term by 12, more by 12 than the 5th term. So 12 plus 5th term. So let us write what is A7, 7th term is A7, and this is 12 plus 5th term is A5. So let us take here A7 minus A5 is equal to 12. A7 minus A5 is equal to 12. Now write what is A7. A7 is A plus 6D. A plus 6D. Okay, A plus 6D. Then what is this? In the bracket you write A plus 4D is equal to 12. Now come on, open the bracket. A plus 6D minus A minus 4D is equal to 12. So here plus A and minus A gets cancelled. Plus A and minus A gets cancelled. So what is left here? 6D minus 4D you have is 2D is equal to 12. 2D is equal to 12. So what is D is equal to? Which implies D is equal to 12 by 2, that is 6. So we got our D is equal to 6. Now put D is equal to 6 in equation 1. You have to put it in equation 1. So what is our equation 1? A plus 3D, A plus 2D is equal to 16. Okay, A plus, we don't know what is A, write it as it is. 2 into what is D? D is 6, that is equal to 16. That is A plus 12 is equal to 16. A plus 12 is equal to 16. Therefore A will be 16 minus 12, that is equal to 4. A is 4. So we got A is equal to 4 and we got D is equal to 6. So we can write the AP. So therefore the AP is A comma, general form of AP you write, a general form of the AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D, so on. Okay, a few 3 terms if you write enough. So your AP is what is the first term? First term is A is what you got there, 4. So you A 4. Then this is A plus D, that is 6. Then A plus 2 into 6. Sorry, A you write 4. 4 you write here also, for write 4. You are 4, so on. So when you simplify that, this is 4, this is 10, this is 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 4, that is 16. So this is the AP we got. They told us to determine the AP and we have determined the AP. So how did we determine? We took A as the first term, D as the common difference, third term is written in this form, A plus 2D is equal to 6, equation 1. Seventh term is equal to 12 plus fifth term. So A7 minus A5. So A7 is A plus 6D minus A plus 4D. So when you open the bracket, you got 2D is equal to 12. D is equal to 12 by 2. That is equal to 6. So like this you need to solve the problem. Now let us move to the 17th problem, that is find the 20th term from the last term. From the last term we need to calculate. Okay, carefully read the question, children. We have to find the 20th term from the last term of the AP. Okay, there are different methods to solve this. Either you can find, you have the first term, you can calculate the common difference, and you can take this as nth term an, and you can find n. Then you can with that n is equal to a plus n minus 1, that is 20 minus 1, like that also you can calculate. Or we have the formula directly where you can calculate. Okay, so the direct method what you can calculate is, given AP is, we know what is the AP given. AP given is 3, 8, 13 and so on. This is the AP given, and our last term is 253, we know. So what is the last term? Last term is 253. And what is D there? D, we only want D. D is 8 minus 3, that is equal to 5. And what is our formula? It is AN is equal to, this is calculating from the last term, so this is L minus N minus 1 into D. So your 20th term is 253, the last term, minus 20 minus 1, that is D is 5. So what you have now? 820 is equal to 253 minus 19 into 5. So what you have now? 253 minus 95. So 13 minus 5 you have 8. So 14 minus 9 you have, so 158. 14 minus 9 you have 158. Here you have, okay, 253 minus 95, it is 95. So 13 minus 8, 14 minus 9, so you have 5, correct? Okay, then you have 1. So you are, so therefore what is this? This is the 20th term is 158. And how it is calculated? It is calculated from the last term. Okay, from the last term. When the, see here, when the last term is given, and they have asked us to calculate some 20th term somewhere here. Okay, 20th term. For that the formula is AN is equal to L minus N minus 1 into D. Okay, in this way, within in 2 steps only you can calculate this. So now let us see the 18th question. The 18th question is, sum of 4th and 8th term of an AP is 24. Okay, if you add the 4th and 8th term, we get 24. And the sum of the 6th and 10th terms is 44. If you add 6th and 10th term, we are going to get 44. Find the first 3 terms of the AP. Okay, we need to write an AP with, write the first 3 terms of an AP. So we need to calculate A, we need to calculate D to write the AP. So what the given in here is, they have given the 4th and 8th term. Okay, so let us write, let the first term, let us take it as, let the first term be A and D be the common difference. So first you should never forget to write the side heading solution. Okay, so let A be the first term, let A be the first term and D be the common difference. D be the common difference. So what is given here? Given 4th term, no? So A4 plus A8 is equal to 24. A4 plus A8 is equal to 24. So what is A4? A4 can be written as A plus 3D. A plus 3D plus A plus 7D is equal to 24, because we know the third term. So this is what, when you add, you are getting 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. Reduce by dividing by 2. Reduce by 2. Dividing by 2. So when you divide by 2, you are getting this 2 will get cancelled. A, this will be 5D and this will be 12. So write this as equation 1. Okay. So with the given clue that 4th term, sum of 4th term and 8th term is equal to 24, we have arrived at this equation. So next what they have given, sum of the 6th and 10th term is 44. So let us write that. So what is given there once again, the sum of 6th term, that is A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. So what is A6? A6 can be written as A plus 5D plus A plus 9D is equal to 44. So what you are having again here, you have 2A plus 14D is equal to 44. Again divide by 2, you will be getting A plus 7D is equal to 22. That is your second equation. Now subtract equation 1 from 2. Subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So we will write it here neatly. A plus 7D, okay, what is that? Our second equation is A plus 7D is equal to 22, correct. So this is our second equation, right. Subtract A plus 5D. So subtract here A plus 5D, that is equal to 12. So subtracting is change of sign. So change of sign here. So here also there is change of sign. So you cancel this. So here you have 2D is equal to 0, 10. Therefore D is equal to 10 by 2. 1s and 5s. So this is 5. Therefore you have now D is equal to 5. Okay. Now let us put that D is equal to 5 in equation 1. Put D is equal to 5 in equation 1. In equation when you insert, so what we took the equation at 5, A plus 5D is equal to 12. We took it as A plus 5D is equal to 12. So let us write it here. A plus 5D is equal to 12. So D should be taken as A plus 5 into 5 is equal to 12. Okay. So what you are having now? You are having A plus 25 is equal to A plus 25 is equal to 12 now. We will write here. A plus 25 is equal to 12, which implies that A will be 12 minus 25. So A will be minus 13. So you got here A is equal to minus 13 and D is equal to 5. So therefore the first three terms of the AP. Therefore the first 3 terms of the APR. So what are the first 3 terms? A plus D, A plus 2D. So your A is minus 13. This is minus 13 plus 5. This is minus 13 plus 2 into 5. So here you have minus 13 as the first term, and you have 13 minus 5 is 8, minus 8 you will get. Okay, then you have 5 to 10, then minus 3, this will be minus 3. So these are the 3 terms of the AP. These are the 3 terms of the AP which we have calculated. Now our next 19th problem is an application problem. We are going to apply this, finding the nth term in this situation, which what they have given, the circumstances. Subbarao is a person. Subbarao started work in 1995. In the year 1995 he started his work at an annual salary of rupees 5,000. Okay, he is going to get rupees 5,000 as his annual salary, and received an increment of rupees 200 each year. Means every year his salary is going to be hiked or increased by rupees 200. Okay, every year with the same definite amount, 200 rupees is the increment. In which year did his income reach 7,000? In which year? Okay, from 1995 it started. After how many years that amount will become 7,000? So this is a clear instance of an arithmetic progression, because in Subbarao in 1995, like this, like in the same way every year, 1996, 1997, so on, these are the years continuously he is getting his salary. In the first year he got 5,000. In the second year he got an increment of 200, so 5,200. In the third year it will be plus one more 200, so 5,400. In this way he is going to get his increment. We have to calculate when it will become 7,000. Therefore AN is 7,000. Okay, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate N, because we have A as 5,000 and D is. So Subbarao is a clear instance of an arithmetic progression, because in the first year he got 5,000, in the second year he got 5,200, in the third he got 5,400. So we have to calculate on which year he will get this amount of 7,000. So our nth term, that is AN, is 7,000, and we need to calculate after how many years. So N we need to calculate, and A is 5,000, and a clear increment of 200 every year it is taking place. So that is D is equal to 200. D is equal to 200 rupees. Okay, so the formula is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So here you have 7,000 is equal to 5,000 plus N we need to calculate. We don't know what is N, but D we know it is 200. So here you take 7,000 minus 5,000. Okay, that will be equal to N minus 1 into 200. So that is 2,000 is equal to N minus 1 divided by this 200. Take this 200 here. So what do you get here? So you have to calculate now. This is 10 times. So 2 zeros, 1s are 10s are. So what you have here, 10 is equal to N minus 1. Therefore N will be 10 plus 1, that is 11. So what does it mean? So therefore at 11 years, okay, at 11 years his amount will be 7,000. So how many years it took for that 5,000 amount to become 7,000 is 11 years. Okay, this is the way to solve this up. Now the 20th question, that is like this. Ramakali saves rupees 5 in the first week of a year and then increased her weekly savings by rupees 1.75. If in the nth week her savings will become 20.75, then find the value of n. We need to find the value of n. So in the what is her savings in the first week? In the her savings in the first week is rupees 5. Then it is going on increasing, 5 plus 1.75. This is a plus d. Then it will be 5 plus 2d, that is 2 into 1.75, so on. So what it will become? This is 5, this will be 6.75 rupees. This will be, you have to 2 5s are 10, so 5 plus here, 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are 14 and 15, 1 2 1s are 2, so 3.850. So this is a clear instance of an AP with constant increase of 1.75 rupees. So we should also calculate here at what week, that is value of n, the amount becomes 20.75. So given what? Given AN, that is 20.75, and A is equal to 5 and D is equal to 1.75. So formula is AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, and 20.75, 20.75 is equal to 5 n minus 1 and D is 1.75. So 20.75, you subtract this 5 from there and you have n minus 1 into 1.75. Okay, so this is 15.75, that is equal to n minus 1 divided by 1.75. So multiply by 100 on both the sides, so the two decimal places will be removed. So you have 15.175, that is equal to n minus 1. Simplify by 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15, 5 1s are 5. So you are left with 315 by 35, that is equal to n minus 1. 5 7s are 5, 6 are 30, 5 3s are 15, 7 1s are 7 9s are 63. So you have 9, n minus 1 is equal to 9. Therefore n is equal to 9 plus 1, that is equal to 10. Therefore what you can say, on the 10th week her amount becomes 20.75 rupees. This is the way to solve. Okay, I hope you understood clearly. I think children, go through the problems once again, okay, and solve and write down the notes to send to you. Okay, classwork. Thank you children.